Hello, everyone. Marty Ken here, along with my good buddy Ken Brown. We are your host of the local sports wrap-up on Wyandotte Cable 15 and YouTube. Today is October 4th, 104 Day. Big day in my household, 104 Day. Mm-hmm. And we celebrate it nicely.
Oh, yeah?
How was your week, sir? I hear the cable company had a party without me.
Yeah, party was great.
Was it?
Yeah, it was fun. We got swag. We got swagged out. But I think that the best part about it is like, you say 10:04 you guys celebrated in your household.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10:03 we celebrated in my household because my anniversary was yesterday.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah, 24 years.
Oh, congrats.
Happy anniversary, Chantel. So with the party,
Chantel, way to go! You put up with this guy for that long.
Yeah,
that's an amazing fact in itself.
Man, I owe her. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Last year I recall filming on your anniversary.
I think so.
I think so too.
I don't know how it happened Monday twice in a row. Anyway, maybe it was Tuesday. Anyway, but look, so we do this little thing where we started out innocent enough, like probably after 15 years, you're gonna get. We'll give a gift or a token of your appreciation for every year you've been married. So now 24 years in, you're almost celebrating the whole month, right? But we, yesterday, on my anniversary, I'm counting the swag party as one of my things, right? One of my 24 things. But yesterday, we actually went to Comerica Park and got to hit batting practice.
No way.
Guess who pitched? Dave Roseman.
No way.
Wow, man, it was phenomenal. Like,
any long balls?
Nah, I think that I should have. I was trying to be like in the moment, so I was using wood bat.
There you go.
I should have used aluminum. I think I'm gonna hit it. But my daughter Carrington was crushing it.
Was she really?
Yeah, and I got video of it. Next week I'm gonna try to send it to Oz. and Rose was talking crap to her.
Oh, no kidding.
And my wife got to go, so that's how that counts as one of my 24 things.
Oh, very good. Very nice.
Happy anniversary, wife. Thank you for allowing us to go there.
That's right.
That's a pretty good
very
anniversary
cool.
for me.
Well, we have football, a couple of upsets, big upsets happening this week in football. Let's show the scores. We'll roll our way down. A lot of good things happened. Wyandotte got their first win.
Yes, got off the snide, 35-19 over Lincoln Park.
That's right. And they Allen Park took care of Etzel Ford, but the big upset, one of the big upsets, Southgate takes care of undefeated Gibraltar Carlson, 33-28.
Yeah.
That's in Southgate.
On homecoming.
Homecoming game, yes.
And it's always been, it appears disrespectful when you schedule us on homecoming.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
They paid for it, too.
Wyandotte won their homecoming. Southgate won theirs. Taylor took on the Livingston. Is that Livonia Clarenceville?
Yeah.
In their non-league game. And then Trenton took care of Woodhaven in their homecoming game. 21-14. Woodhaven previously undefeated in the league play.
So that jumbles up the conference pretty good, huh?
4 teams tied at the top. 5-1, I believe, or 4-1.
4-1 in the conference, yeah.
It's pretty nuts.
And the last one was Gibraltar Carlson. Gibraltar Carlson beat somebody. No, it wasn't Carlson. Carlson lost. It was Gabriel Richard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they lost by a point, 29-28. 29 pool got hit again this week.
Yeah, it did.
The Eagles. On the Roosevelt game, congrats to the boys for getting their first win. Max Biondo rushed for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Emmett Mendenhall also ran for a score, while the quarterback, Tyler Curdy, he threw 2 touchdown passes, one to Chase Klein and one to George Lavelle.
So now Roosevelt, for their victory, they get a date with Woodhaven, who just took a L, right?
And it's probably Woodhaven's homecoming, too,
Yeah,
you would think.
You
would think. So, ouch. They're going to be mad that they lost.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
And the other game I highlighted in here, we have a few other scores, obviously. Riverview took over Milan.
Yeah.
Milan,
they beat them, 42-7.
St. Mary's Catholic Central Monroe beat Flat Rock 2014.
I usually get that one. I'm glad you took it. Madison Heights Bishop Foley hit the 29. That's the one you were talking about. Bishop Foley actually beat Riverview Gabriel Richard 29-28. Wow, knocked off the unbeaten. Bishop Foley's unbeaten right now, but ultimately came away with the win by 1 point.
Wow.
Grosse Pointe Woods Liggett, they beat Allen Park Cabrini 15-12.
A real battle there.
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of field goals, but I'm sure it was a touchdown mixed in.
Yeah. Summit Academy 13, Harper Woods Chandler Park 0. Summit's 4-2 now after losing 2 straight. And the big game.
And you wondered how Rouge would come back from losing Cleveland St. Ignatius, right?
Play a softie.
Oh, they'll play Hamtramck. And Hamtramck was upset about that. 68-0.
68-0.
Yeah, Panthers quarterback Christian Johnson threw a touchdown pass to Johnny Green and rushed for 1, while Cameron Broadnax and JaPaul Keefe also ran for scores. In addition, Mikael McDowell threw a touchdown pass to Nick Marsh.
That's the Nick Marsh, the Michigan State signee.
Yeah. And Rouge scored 3 times on defense. Wouldn't mind having them on my fantasy squad. 3 defensive touchdowns as well, including interception, return for a touchdown by DeJuan Wilson. And this Friday, the Panthers actually come into Downriver and play Allen Park.
Yeah, Allen Park's non-league game. They picked River Rouge, which good for them. That's going to be a real test.
Yeah. And I like that strategy, you know. I like the strategy of scheduling a tougher game, especially if you got a pretty decent record.
Well, Woodhaven did. That's how they got their only loss. Well, now they have a league loss.
Yeah.
But I forget who they played, but it was someone tough.
Yeah.
It wasn't my South Lyon buddy boy, was it?
I don't think
Jeff,
so.
I wish you to get well. Jeff's got a little internal issue going. He can't coach right now. It's killing him.
I know it is.
You know it's killing him.
He's probably coaching via Zoom, I would think.
I'm not sure how that all works, but yeah. So let's get to the 2 big upsets of the week because, man, oh man, Southgate, Anderson, Carlson comes in, and they're just rolling. They're rolling everybody. They're outscoring everybody. They're not giving up many points. And they walk into Southgate, and they are down 20 at the half. They walk into Southgate, and they walk down the road, and it was homecoming now, and they jumped out to a 20-point lead at halftime. And obviously the game ended 33-28. Crazy.
But it was 20-0 at the half?
Yes.
So Southgate, they just had to tie a knot, sounds like, right? They basically they got 8 more points the rest of the day, and they gave up 33 points in the second half, still came away with the victory. I'm sure that was a strenuous time.
You know, the game plan for Southgate, you know, he said their offense is explosive, so let's hold on to the ball. Let's move down the field,
slow.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, 3 yards
okay.
in a cloud of dust. They scored on a couple big plays, but Carlson came out after at halftime, and they took the opening drive and moved right down, scored. It was 27 then. And 3 and out, they got the ball right back, and Omari Carter broke one for 45 yards, and
Boom.
now it's 21-14.
Boom, right
back. A
back.
lot of football left.
Yeah, right back.
A lot of football left, so Carlson's feeling good. Their sideline's feeling good.
And everybody in Southgate's throat's a little thick.
Yeah,
you know,
a little
when they
bit.
come
So
back.
how's Anderson respond? With a 61-yard touchdown pass from Sage to Colin Thomas, and they went up by 2 scores again.
Yeah.
So take that.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it. You got to prove yourself on that next drive. What does it say? On the opening drive of the second half, Carlson moved the ball. We already talked about that. Go ahead, Marty.
Yeah, Carlson, you know, they, again, it was 33-21, and Carlson cut the deficit to 33-28. They're getting closer, and Anderson went on a long drive and was on the 10-yard line with about 3 minutes left in the game. Then Carlson's picked off a pass, Noah Derwick, why you throwing in that thing, kept his team in the game on a 10-yard line, and you're trying to score again. I mean, let's face it. But they stopped them. They shut down the Marauders on 4 consecutive plays.
That's good.
And that was pretty much it. They ran out the clock, and congrats to them. But boy, does it make things interesting, because now 4 teams tied at the top, 4-1. We've said that a couple times today. We're going to keep saying it because now every game means something. And Allen Park at 4-2, they're right in the mix.
They're right there. Because I'm sure there's a couple of teams that will play. We got the schedule for next week.
Yeah, let's throw that up. Because I know teams have to play each other. We know Allen Park's playing Rouge. That much
Allen
we
Park's
have.
playing Rouge, so, but that's not going to hurt them in the conference.
Not at all. Woodhaven's got Wyandotte. Wyandotte coming off their first victory. Very good. Never know.
Right, and all Wyandotte's got to do is not lose 68-0.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Trenton's taking on Edsel Ford. Carlson's taking on Taylor. You would think all the big teams will handle business. Southgate's got Lincoln Park.
So everybody's going to be favored. All of the top teams play the bottom part. So then the following week's going to be the one that probably determines.
Yeah, I would think Woodhaven's played Carlson. Maybe that's where Carlson got their one loss. And Allen Park's played them both, I'm going to assume.
And that's why they got the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Allen Park, yeah, they're tough. I can't believe they scheduled the Rouge right now. But I guess it doesn't matter with the 4-2.
No, it doesn't matter that they lose this game if they do. You know, they want the battle.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to catch. Maybe they're a Class Division II school and they got to catch Rouge anyway.
True.
I'm not sure who's in what division. But the other big upset, Trenton football stuns Woodhaven, according to the Mellis report.
Right. And it was homecoming
and I'm
at
a
Trenton.
proud paying subscriber, by the way, Frank, just so you know.
So it's homecoming for Trenton. They come out excited again. And what they do is Trenton goes up and grabs a 21-point lead at the half. Woodhaven had a strong comeback bid and pulled up within 7 points, but Trenton held on and to the big crowd, to the big home crowd.
I'll say this, the Woodhaven coach gave them all the credit. He said they came out, played their butts off. He was proud his kids fought back. But, they didn't score another point. They didn't score another point the whole second half, Trenton.
Yeah.
And it was enough. Let's see, what do we have? It was 4 minutes into the first quarter. Ty Norgan connected with Austin Toth on a 45-yard touchdown pass, 7-0. Bang, 4 minutes in. Crowd going crazy.
Homecoming!
Yeah. Homecoming crowd. And then the big night. He had 2 touchdown receptions, Toth did, and he blocked the punt and had an interception.
Oh, he did it all.
So it was his day to shine.
Yeah. His punt block actually came in the final quarter and gave Trenton offense short field. Norgan handed off to Peyton Culpepper, and he raced to the end zone, 14-0.
14-0. And on the first, then we got it to 21-0. On the first possession of the second half, the Warriors offense came out and converted. They had 3 fourth downs in a row, converted on all of them. And then a couple of plays later, it was Dom Davis and running back Devin Henry. It was Henry who ran in 35 yards out. Now it's 21-7. Crowd's quiet. Now the crowd's
They quieted down.
like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Woodhaven coach was honest, just like he said. He said they didn't execute in the first half, but we started to execute in the second half, and you could tell. You could tell as they came back and they closed that deficit.
And the third score at Southgate, third score from Trenton came with 5 seconds left in the first half. So they punched one in right there at the end to go up 21-0. So that stuff, Woodhaven, let's see where we at. On the next Woodhaven drive after 21-7, that's when Toth picked off a pass and gave the Trojans the ball with about 6 minutes left, and that was pretty much the end of the game.
Yeah.
But man, you again, upset. But that's why we play the game, right? It's the Chris Berman.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. That's why we play the game.
Yeah, and I guess it was cool because the homecoming, I said that earlier about who you schedule on homecoming, but actually the home teams won. So they scheduled those teams like they knew they'd win, right?
Nah, some of it you don't have much of a choice.
Okay.
Some of it they're going to play them. Got to play everybody once. Yeah. And now next year that game will be in Woodhaven because whoever you hosted this year, you're going to visit next year, and vice versa. We'll have Woodhaven at our place next year because we're going there next week for them. Now, if you have your way, you'd like to schedule a Lincoln Park or an Edsel Ford. But no, there's no more. Look at that Trenton guy. He comes in. A bunch of people are mad.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before. A bunch of people are mad that we got a new coach. Trenton got a new coach. Didn't give it to the lifer.
Right.
He had the lifer there that was put in his time. And so where did he go? Gabriel Richard, right? Is that where they
That's
went?
right, 29. Yeah.
Or was that where the wind-up? No, the wind-up boys went to Lincoln Park.
They went to Lincoln Park this year.
So he goes to Gabriel Richard, and I'm sure they're doing okay, but this Trenton guy's getting results.
Yeah.
And it's only a year in. I mean, let's think about it.
Yeah, it's his second year, and they upset Woodhaven, so he's sitting in the catbird seat right now. He doesn't have to play him, and they got a pretty soft matchup this week. So I think over the next couple of weeks that whole Downriver League is going to pan out and change up, and we'll see. Cream rises, though, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to picture who Woodhaven has left to play. I thought they played Carlson already because somebody got a loss. But we'll see. We'll dissect the schedule. We'll have more information. Email us if you know the information, all you people in your UADs out there. And Frank, you can email us the schedule. Participate in the show. There it is, local sports wrap-up at Gmail. Hey, we got a league champ in our city.
And it's a repeat.
It's a repeat, back-to-backs.
Back to back.
And that's our boys tennis team. Our boys tennis team repeats as the Downriver League champions. Pretty cool.
It says guided by championships in 5 of the 8 flights.
4 singles, 4 doubles.
Okay. Roosevelt secured both the meet title and the overall league crown for the second year in a row.
What they do is in tennis, they'll have like 3 or 4 schools in there playing each other.
And they call them flights.
Right. Well, you get let's say Lincoln Park plays Wyandotte, and your ones play their ones.
Got you.
And then you might go over to Woodhaven and play their ones, and and as you keep winning, you move
gain
on.
points.
Right. So let's say that. Right. So there'll be a third place finisher and a fourth place finisher in the ones.
Okay.
So there's 4 schools. The 2 winners play each other, and I think that's how it works.
I got you. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So 3 of Roosevelt's 5 flight victories came in the singles portion. At number 1 singles, the Bears' Emmett Oswald, he won all 3 of his matches in straight sets, including the finals over Woodhaven's Jimmy Olbrich. And it's nice to say we beat Woodhaven. 6-1, 6-2, he took care of that kid.
Yeah, he didn't even sweat. Yeah,
Probably only lost a couple of games the whole day.
Hey, good job, Oswald. 2 other Roosevelt singles players joined Oswald atop the respective flights. Braden Bayron, he was the number 3, and then Brooks Blackwood, who was the number 4.
All right.
They both won. Bayron capped off his first-place performance with a 3-set win in the comeback fashion over Allen Park's Logan Gent. 5-7, so he lost the first set. Then he won 7-6, 10-7.
7-6 tiebreaker.
And then he won 10-7.
Nice.
The 2 had also played 3 sets in a head-to-head matchup in a dual meet back in September.
Yeah, and then Blackledge won all 3 of his matches in straight sets, ending it with a win over Trenton's Blake Chesney, 6-4, 7-6 in the finals. And then the doubles, we got first place in the number 1 doubles and in the number 2 doubles.
Oh, there it is.
Cole Bobian and Daniel Hickey are the number 1 boys, and the number 2 doubles, Gavin Dahm and Aiden Kuzma. Bobian and Hickey, they were the most dominant of the day. So it says 4 of their 6 sets were shutouts. Okay, and they only dropped 6 games the whole day. That's pretty awesome. And then they went on and won 6-4, 6-0.
Wow.
So there's 4 of the games so they really cruised, because in the finals they lost 4 games. They only lost 2 more in the other 2 rounds. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Dom and Kuzma had a convincing run to first place similar to that of their number 1 doubles Roosevelt teammates, dropping just 6 games across 6 sets.
Nice.
On Monday, the Bears' number 2 doubles tandem earned first place with the win over Carlson's Trey Fields and Nico Reach, 6-2, 6-3.
6-2, 6-3. And there's right there, there's 5 of the games. So they really cruised in the early sets.
Yeah, they got it done.
Yeah, 6-0, 6-1, 6-0, 6-0. looks like, sounds like. Good job, and that gave us the league title. We had a number 3 doubles. Our number 3 doubles finished in third, which gives you some points, I would think so. And they needed 3 sets to beat the Woodhaven kids, 6-4, 5-7, 10-2. It was Will Heskett and Noah Slag.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Sealag, sure. And the 4 doubles, the Cody Wojciorek and Matthew Kirk took care of the Allen Park boys. They got 3rd place also.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's extra points for them, too. I'm sure they all contributed. But good job. Great job for the
Tennis.
our home team in tennis. We're proud of them. Now, regionals start Thursday.
It's that quick, huh?
It's that quick, man.
Edsel Ford and Woodhaven are situated in the Division I regional at Ann Arbor Pioneer. That will take place on Thursday. Allen Park, Carlson, Lincoln Park, as well as Roosevelt and Trenton will compete in the D2 regional on Thursday. With matches to be held, the singles are in Trenton, and then Carlson will host the doubles.
Wow. So that means, and then Southgate's a D3 team. They'll be hosted in Ann Arbor. That's Wednesday. So that's tomorrow. So this week the tennis is starting, and it's good. It's still warm. I hear it's going to cool off over the weekend. Going to get in the 50s. It's going to be a little chilly.
Yeah, they better get it in. No, that'll be good. That'll be good for them.
But again, we're proud of the Wyandotte tennis boys that they're back-to-back league champs. I can't say that with my bowling.
Not yet.
No, I know. I had a chance to win 3 in a row. I kind of screwed that up. But it is what it is. We won last year, and you can't be back-to-back if you don't get the first one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite line in bowling. When I throw the first strike in the first frame, I always say, you can't throw them all without the first one.
That's right. 300.
Can't throw them all without the first one.
You need the first one.
Got to start somewhere.
That is definitely the key.
Well, somebody would say something like, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. I wouldn't know anything about that, though. I've heard that.
That's also a true statement.
It certainly is.
It's definitely a true statement.
Not that I know anything about that. Yeah, Dawn gave us a little email on soccer. Tell her we were reading about that, and her son plays for the Wyandotte team. I'm pretty sure one of our fans, Dawn. Yeah. Thanks for the email. It does say, what's it say about penalty kicks in the box?
Yeah. No, I thought it was cool that she is also a big canasta expert, too, guru of canasta.
Uh-oh. I see a challenge coming out of it.
It says a note on fouls. A foul is a penalty that happens in the penalty box, and the result is a penalty kick. Outside of the penalty box, it's either a direct or indirect free kick. All right. A foul can be called for anything from poorly timed tackle, handball, offsides, or dangerous play like high kicking. Nobody likes soccer cleats in their face. Must be similar to sliding in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna kick the ball that high up and catch someone in the shoulders or something. It's probably a penalty.
Yeah,
I would assume.
Yeah,
but she also mentions really cutely about the learning to attract fouls.
Yeah.
That's how we'll call it. We won't call it diving.
Yeah, she said she teaches fair play principles, learning how to draw a foul, and most soccer players naturally develop it. We call it flopping in basketball, right? Hockey, too, you can flop, I'm sure, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere you can.
Anytime that stick comes around your knee, man.
No, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad that Dawn's paying attention and she's emailing us the correct information. We want to learn.
We want to learn.
Yeah, we want to learn.
Volleyball schedule is, I'm sure, close to finishing up. Our girls are playing on the 6th, which is Thursday. While the tennis team is doing regionals, we've got Lincoln Park.
Okay.
That's be a good day for them. And I know the swimmers have gotten going, but again, they're early November. I'm surprised tennis regionals start so soon, because it is just the first week in October. But they must stretch out. They must run. You got to get through.
Yeah, it would seem like you would have a good amount of games, especially when there's singles and doubles to take into consideration. And then if you're running 5 matches or 8 matches.
And I believe you can be a singles champion and your team not go anywhere.
And I'm thinking that is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be the baddest tennis player in the state, but you play on a team that's not going to win.
Right, but you're the number one, so
Yeah.
you play against all the other number ones, and if you keep winning, you're going to keep moving on into the state finals, which is we'll find out where they're at, and we will talk about where they're at. Big week coming up in football, and a big week in tennis. And what about you? What's your week looking like? What do you got? You got chasing kids all over. You had your kid at swimming today.
I got another swimming at 8 today. But
when are you getting in the pool?
Thursdays.
Are you?
Yeah, Thursdays.
Good.
I swim.
Good.
Yeah.
You get mine. The water's about 60 now.
Oh, no.
I go away for a week. I come back. I stick my hand in the pool water. I'm like, oh, now that's the polar plunge. Now, if you got some aches and pains, just come over and plunge yourself right in my pool while it still has water, because we're going to start training it. And it'll cure everything that ails you. You know, them football guys do it with the ice
tub. You're right.
This is only probably 60-degree water. It's not bad at all.
If I can take that. I'm more of a hot tub guy, but yeah.
Oh, there you go.
No,
I
think. What about you? What you got going?
Let's see. What have I got? I got a wedding Saturday out at a Grand Rapids wedding.
Okay.
So I'll be there. Just spent a week in Dana Point, California, Southern California. I went to a music festival. That was a lot of. Follow me on Facebook. I like to post videos. I posted a ton of videos. It was a good time. I saw Pink.
Okay.
On Sunday night. I saw Eddie Vedder and Jack White on Saturday night. And on Friday night, I saw Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
So it was some classic rock. It was some,
Beautiful weather.
Rock. Oh, gorgeous. No coat weather.
Oh.
Even on the water. In the evening, it was like 70. It was gorgeous.
No. Yeah.
Nothing like a $16 cocktail.
Yeah, to change your
They
life.
get you.
Yeah,
They
they
get you.
sure
And
will.
a $19 plate of nachos.
Oh my goodness.
And you have to eat what they have. It's all inclusive. Can't bring stuff in.
Sure.
So you got to tailgate a little bit before you go in.
All right. So maybe you're the to thank for the weather that we have today, because before today it was a little chilly.
I brought it back.
Yeah. You
Okay.
brought it back.
It's going to run out Friday, everyone. So as we wrap up, I'm Marty Chinesky. I'm looking forward to what we can talk about next week, Ken. And you enjoy your week, and I will see what I can get going. I had tickets to Wicked in Chicago. I had to give up.
Oh, because for the Grand Rapids wedding?
Yeah. It's a really good friend of mine, and I had to go. I had to go. It's his kid, and I had to go. And I don't mind. Wicked will come around here, and it'll be okay. I like the road trips, though.
Yeah.
You know me.
It's nothing like it.
Road trip shows,
Road
road
trip
trip
Marty,
concert.
we'll go
That's right.
highway.
Can't wait to retire. I'll be gone all the time.
Jet set Jeanette.
Everyone, email us. Watch us on YouTube, and thanks for watching. And let's see. Stay alive in your suicide pool, everyone. I know there's only about 150 left playing in the one that had 1,200 people. Hang in there. Big payoff at the end. I'm Ken. I'm Marty. He's Ken. I'll see you next week.
Happy anniversary, wife.
Happy anniversary, Chantel.